Hey YouTube, this is Master Hero Maxi here with my hero deck. This is from a new set as well. So this is Generation Force, post Generation Force actually. So let me know what you think. This deck seems to be working a lot with all my testing on dual network and then my locals. So let me know what you think. All right. First, one Elemental Hero Stratos, staple of the deck. Searcher, floater, back row hater. 3 Elemental Hero Voltix. If you don't know what he does, whenever he plays battle damage to your opponent, especially on the play hero, this guy literally makes a deck. There's a loop with him later on. You'll be able to see in one of my duels. So, 2 E-Hero Aliases. Other than just being light targets for shining, they are basically just 1900 beaters. And
I'll show you what 1900 beater.
they're just 1900 beaters, and they look pretty in the deck. Okay. Double E-Hero Ocean. Pop back monsters from graveyard, recycle your shinings or Stratos from grave. Also water target for 0. 1 Ice Edge. Ice Edge is a ditch 1 cost, attack your opponent life points directly. If it inflicts direct damage, destroy a set backfield. This card's really good right now. A lot of people are playing Deep Prisons and Warnings. They would have to waste a Deep Prison or Mirror Force or Warning on this unless they want to kill. Unless they want you to kill one of their other set backfields. So this thing clears your opponent's backfield really easily. And this deck actually hates shit like Deep Prison because of Shining. One Elemental Heat gains 200 points for every face-up E-Hero you control, including himself. So he comes out as an 1800 beater. Another E-Hero comes out as a 2000 beater. So it just keeps gaining attack points. It's also a fire target for Nova Master. It's the only one in the deck. 1 Veiler, staple. Might want to play 2. Let me know what you think, what I can do to make room. 1 Honest, Ghost Italian Honest. Be jealous. 1 Grand Mole. Really great card in this format. Bounce back your opponent's synchros. They can't do much about it except besides Deep Prison or Veiler. Even if they Veiler it, they have to worry about it on their turn, and they have to waste cards for Brionic, Trishula. They have to get rid of this king really fast before it gets annoying. 1 Gorse. Gorse is another great card in the format. They have to waste a warning on it in order to kill it. This deck probably won't bring it out that much because you do play some things that stay on the field. But in case you don't have those, Gorse is always there. Like, I don't see any deck that cannot play Gorse except for macro. So.
Now see how you can put in a
This is a tech in my deck. I'm not sure if I need it at this point. I'm probably gonna replace it with a second Veiler. But this is Mirage Dragon. During the battle phase, when it's face up, your opponent could not activate any trap cards. So no Mirror Force, no Deep Prison. They want to compulse. They have to compulse during the main phase. They have to do some. Basically, it's just anti-Deep Prisons because Shining really hates Deep Prison. Also, it's a light target for Shining. Probably don't need it, but alright. Spells. Staple Monster Reborn.
obvious.
Dark Hole. Trunade. Double MST.
Not necessarily those are staples.
1 Book of Moon, Protect Your Shining, stop your opponent's synchro. Now we have the Searchers for the E-Heroes. We have 1 Rhoda. Searches almost every E-Hero except for Voltic, because Voltic is a Thunder, which I hate.
Don't get confused.
Yeah, don't lose to a Kinetic Soldier over it like I did.
I doubt it.
Completely forgot about that. 3 emergency calls. Again, easier to search out your monsters. From the new set, Double Hero Lives. This is basically another E-Call, and well, if you need another target from your deck, that E-Call, well, that you want to summon, these guys get it really good. If you don't know what it does, pay high for life points. If you control no monsters out and special summon any E-Hero from you want from your deck, level 4 or lower. It's pretty good. It's another Solomon deck, which is really bad, but it's too good not to play. I mean, first turn Stratos all the way. Now we get to the fusions. 3 Miracle Fusion. Obvious, you need 3. Deck's full of the heroes. 1 Future Fusion. 1 Super Poly. Super Poly is a broken card. Like, the only way to stop it is with an already face-up oppression. So there's no reason not to play this inside another 1 or 2. Because you now have 4 targets for Super Poly. 4 elements on your side. Light, water, earth, and fire. Great Tornado coming out in October. So at that point I'll probably main deck 2. Konami doesn't ban it or hit it to 1, which they probably will. And then Esperado's probably coming out early next year. That's my bet. Probably the same time around Shining did earlier this year. Now we get to the main fusions. These things will get annoying as hell to your deck. They will probably be MST targets, which is why you play 3. 3 Fusion Gate. These things are amazing. They're basically a substitute for polys, so you can fuse from your hand and or field. So you go first turn Stratos, get out a light target, activate Fusion Gate, fuse for Shining first turn. I mean, this card is ridiculous. Just get them, and they're also coming out Super Turbo Pack 6, so which should show you why. Yeah, can't wait. I'm not sure if I want to play Supers or these Dual Sleeve ones. Dual Sleeves are actually pretty. Red, green, blue. Have a 4th one, but don't want to play purple. Search out Fusion Gates, Terraforming. You know, you do need to play 3, because that's basically like playing 6 Fusion Gates, and you need Fusion Gate almost immediately. Last spell, another card from the new set, Mass Change. Came out common, which I'm kind of pissed about. I wanted to be secret, but what are you gonna do? It's a neg-1 card. You tribute any hero you control to the graveyard for summon a masked hero from your extra deck with the same attribute. It's a neg-1, but let's say you have an Ice Edge on the field and you have a set Mass Change. They go to attack Ice Edge. You flip Mass Change, tribute off your Ice Edge, and summon out Mass Hero Vapor. They do not get a replay. Just so you guys know, they do not get a replay. The number of monsters on the field do not change, so they have to attack whatever card replaced Ice Edge. So that's another card. Also Goka, which gets an extra 100 points for every E-Hero engrave. So if your heat's not high enough, then maybe your Goku can take it over. It's also for OTK purposes and running over bigger monsters your opponent controls. So the traps, pay really close attention. It's going to be a long list. 3 Royal Decrees. There you go. 3 Royal Decrees. Basically, the deck is way too tight. It's actually at 42. The deck is way too tight to play any traps. And with Hero Lives, you cannot play Solemn Warnings or Solemn Judgment. It's either you play Hero Lives or you play Warning. You cannot play both. I mean, if you play Warning, you're obviously playing Solemn Judgment. And that's 3 cards that cut your deck puts in half, along with two cards in the deck that pay exactly 2,000. So you cannot play both. So I went with the Decree build. This deck is super searchable. It's like I'm running like a 30-card deck with all the E-Calls, Terraformings, Stratos is a floater, Future Fusion's a floater, the Hero Lives are floaters. It shortens out the deck really fast. So these are really easy to get. A 30-card deck, one out of every 10, basically. It's just basically stop everything your opponent controls, and you don't have to worry about having your own backfield because Ab-Zero would be your defense, your defensive line. They have to also waste cards to get over Shining, waste cards to get over your big-ass fusions that you can bring out so easily. And that's basically why you run these. It's just annoying as hell. You control almost everything on the field. Now for the extra deck, Gorge Token. 1, number 39, Utopia. I don't have a Roach at this point, otherwise I would put it in over one of the Master Heroes probably. That's the one card I didn't get that I wanted from pre-release, but anyways. Pitch off a Exceed Material to negate an attack. It's also a light target, so for Shining, so easy Miracle Fuse away, but it's a really good card. Like, every deck should be playing this. Just turn that shit off, Chris.
Fuck you! What are you gonna do?
3 E-Hero to Shinings.
Second fuck up I get? damn it.
3 Hero the Shining.
That's right. Talk
Riddle.
shit.
Stop.
Talk shit.
3 Hero Shinings.
that video.
Boost 300 points for every replay hero.
Oh.
These guys get pretty big really fast. So it's really hard to get over these guys except for Caius or Chaos Sorcerer, which is why you play stuff like Valor, and I want to play second. Also, one more thing. Do not have all 3 out in the field at any point unless you're going for the guaranteed win. Because if one of them's in grave, or if any 3 of these get removed, if all 3 of these get removed, you're fucked. The deck is dead. This is why this deck hates Deep Prison. Because it's kind of hard to get around Deep Prison. There's no way to recycle them if all 3 are removed. No way at all. Even if they get buried, then you cannot put them back in the extra deck. The deck does not go to graveyard enough to play Pot Avarice either, so don't even think about that. What I would suggest, only playing 2 until you draw a Miracle Fusion, then fuse these 2 away for the 3rd. Then when this goes to grave, send these 2 back to your extra deck. I mean, it's easy to get this one removed, but that's your only chance. It probably won't last that long. This is an OTK deck, so don't worry about that too much, but always be prepared. 3 E-Hero Ab Zeros. Deck probably only needs 2, but you know, the extra deck is an extension of your main deck, so I don't see any point in not playing 3 unless you want to actually play Synchros, which you don't need to because the only tuner in the deck is Valor. And Monster Born is basically used to get back Stratos or any other fusion materials, so 3 Ab Zeros is amazing, especially if you're worried about them bringing out Stardust and clearing your field, so that way they can negate with Stardust. Bring out 2 Ab Zeros just to get over that. Yeah. 2 E-Hero Gaias. Like I said, you main deck 1 Super Poly, side deck another, and you do have 1 Earth target, Grand Molt in the deck, so you need to play 2. Especially when you side deck Super Polys against cards against decks like X-Sabers or Samurais. So 2 Nova Masters. I might end up taking out 1 because you deck probably only needs 1, but it's such a good card. Again, allows you to draw, go through your deck faster. Don't know what it does. Destroys monster by battle. Doesn't have to send a grave as long as it destroys by battle, and you draw 1 card. Probably will take out this one right here because it's not ulti. For a Dragon Knight quest, since I am main decking Super Poly, I don't like side decking at this point. It's easier to have a game 1, but 1 or 2 is good. Also from the new set, Vision Hero Trinity. Only 1, you'll hardly ever go into them, and when you do, you'll probably win a duel. I've done this several times, not several, but a few times. Turn 1, plants, they go Tour Guide, Effect, Special Summon Sangan, and Attack, which is, I don't know why they do this first turn and set no backfield, but Fusion Gate, fuse 3 heroes, summon him, he gets boosted to 5,000, attack over, 4,000 each, you win. And if they have big field, like Sheehan, Barkion, Grandmaster, summon this guy. So just run over all 3 really easily. Vision Hero Adoration. Can't really describe him easily. Basically, you choose 1 other hero you control, 1 monster your opponent controls, and the monster your opponent controls loses attack equal to the other hero monster. Hero monster you targeted. So you go target 0, target their Stardust. Stardust goes down by 2,500, down to 0. Easy to run over. So, the Master Heroes, 1 Vapor, 1 Goka. Since you're only playing 1 Mass Change, you might as well have 1 of each. Again, Goka is not really needed, but essentially main deck you might want to have it in there. So, alright, and that's the deck. So, not doing side deck at this point. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.